So it seems like on the tube here, the whole 5 things about you has come back up, and lo and behold, I've been tagged at least once that I know of, so I guess I gotta give in and do it. It's hard enough figuring out the first 5 things, and then Eskimo was tagged last time, and I had to figure out 5 things with him. And I gotta figure out 5 things again about myself. Don't mind me, I'm kind of stuffed up right now. I'm just getting over the cold. If you saw my last vlog video, you would know. 5 things about me. Where do I start? Well, I guess I'm my own worst critic. Pretty much in everything I do. I'm not necessarily talking about the videos. Well, the videos I really do think aren't the greatest. Talking about everything from what I do in my personal life to my driving skills. I know 98% of the drivers out here, unless you're a super trucker, will agree that their shifting is not always 100%. There's always a missed gear at least once a day. If you're true to yourself, you'll realize that. But every time I miss a gear, I pretty much slam myself. I flame myself worse than people ever do. On these videos or whatever. Just a lot of stuff I do. Sometimes I feel like I've kind of gone downhill from when I first started driving to today. I feel like maybe I've gotten complacent rather, and kind of let some things slip. So I really got to kind of work on that. And with that being perfect business, we'll continue on that. I guess my second thing would be 90% of you probably already know that I'm Christian and that I hold my faith really high, and I'm proud of my faith. But here's some things some people don't understand when they just read a comment, that they only read the last comment I made, and there's actually a whole string of comments and things like this and that. I'm actually a human being, which means I'm actually a Christian human being. I'm not one of these wannabes that put on a show all the time. I guess what I'm saying is, as much as people can call me a hypocrite, I'm not a hypocrite, because I know where my faults sit, and I agree with them, and I'm the first one to say, yes, I have my faults, and I am working on them. But these people that are trying to flame me over it, guess what? You can't flame me over it, because I already know, and I'm working on it. Alright? I'm not out here to put a show on, thump you over the head with the Bible. Alright? Go to church on Sunday, and Monday night I'm smoking it up with, tons of women and everything. I'm a human being, and I have a very bad temper. I guess I could be number 3. I've got a bad temper 90% of the time. But you know what? I make mistakes. Sure, I might cuss and, swear a lot. I try to keep it away from my videos, because I am known for my fruits, as any good Christian should be. But if I were to sit here and pretend that I'm perfect, then I'd be the farthest thing from a true Christian. Alright? So, yeah. I have good days, and I have bad days. Some days you might actually realize I'm Christian. And other times you might think I'm the biggest heathen there is. And I know that, and I'm working on it. So all you atheists out there that are trying to give me a hard time on videos that aren't even talking about what I'm actually commented on in the first place, sitting there trying to flame me and slam me, it ain't going to work. Alright? So number 3, yeah, I got a pretty good temper. It usually happens when I'm pretty stressed out. It hasn't happened lately, thankfully. I've been able to kind of calm it down. But I used to be really bad. Ask Kelly. I used to have a really short fuse. Now, it just comes down to stupidity I can't handle. So, you know, and that, I guess, ties back into my professionalism while I'm driving. If I see a lot of stupidity, stupidity on the road, I usually show my temper. And that's where that second point, being Christian, comes out and rears its ugly part of its head. Alright, so that's number 3. Let's see, what else could I say? I really don't know what to say. I'm scared of heights. Alright, how about that? I'm afraid. I tried hanging Christmas lights on the front of the house that, I don't know, well, 1 story most of the way. I get on that ladder. It's alright, you know, the extendable ones, the aluminum ones. But if I extend it, and it does one of these things, I get scared. Scared out of my wits. Yeah. Alright, so maybe we'll make that number, 4. Number 5. It's the last one. Number 5. Can't we just say 4? Forget about 5. We might have to do that. Number 5, I'm lazy and I always drop off the last little bit. How about that? Sounds good enough to me. So hopefully nobody ever tags me ever again, or think about 5 things that I gotta try to think of that you don't already know about me. So I guess now I gotta tag people. Do I have to tag 5 people? I don't know. I don't even know who's been tagged lately. So there we go. 389 Pete. Garth, I haven't seen anything from you for a little while. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to talk lately, so how about you? I'm going to tag you. CJ Lovejoy. You know who I'm talking about. Fellow Indianian, Hoosier you. I think it's CM Lovejoy. Anyway. I think I want one from you. I got so many people I can't even think of them. Smiley Trucker, Darren, I want one from you. I think you'd put out a good one. How about it, Steve? You up to it? White Line Films? You up to doing one of these? I'm going to say you. I'm pretty sure you've already been tagged, but... Florida Hillbilly. Dude, I want to see that from you. Hopefully you're watching. I don't know. I haven't seen you online lately. But I'm going to tag you. I want to see you. I want to know what you're up to lately. Maybe a little more about you. So, alright. So there you go. There's my tags. And, yeah. Number 5. Here we go. Number 5. I'll kind of make number 5 kind of a mishmash, you know. I did that Lazy Dave video and everybody's saying that I need a lawnmower. I really don't need one. This camera makes it look a lot deeper than it really is. I would say that from the house to the back fence, let me see, maybe 100 feet. Maybe something like that, 100 feet. Most 150. Back. A 53-foot trailer could fit there, so maybe 70 feet. I don't know. It is a bigger yard from what I've had before, but it ain't nothing like I had in Hope there on the 2 acres. If it were a little bit bigger, I would have a ride-a-mower. I originally was going to get a ride-em. My brother-in-law had one he was going to sell me, but I really don't see the need. It's just small enough. With the trees, it's really hard to get around and everything, and the lawnmower we have, it's a self-propelled, so I'm really not doing much work anyways. I'm just kind of following him behind it. So yeah, alright, so there we go. That's good enough. So anyways, 5 tags are out. Now it's your turn. Later, everyone.